slide your feet down to your toes.
Okay.
There we go. So, hand on the throttle.
Alright, yep.
You can steer, stay on the center line.
Okay.
See, we're starting to tilt a little, right?
Yep.
A little less aileron. Relax.
Alright.
I still had a little bit too much left by the time we rotated, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I kind of had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right, enough right rudder to keep the ball in the center.
Okay.
They have all those left turn tendencies you read about. I hope you read about the left turn tendencies,
yeah.
The engine torque,
yep.
Spiral slipstream, and there's a gyroscopic effect as you're rotating.
Yep.
All of them make you turn left.
Yeah.
All right, we're at 500 feet, so let's make our turn to the northeast.
Okay.
Fly up the valley there.
All right.
Airspeed should be about 75, so
yeah.
Try to find the pitch that gives you 75,
Alright.
And then hold that pitch.
Alright. That's good. You want to do that?
That's good on the heading. We'll just fly this heading, what is it, 40 degrees?
Yeah.
We'll fly it for a while.
Okay.
So, not quite enough on the rudder.
Alright.
If you find you have to use ailerons constantly to keep the wings level, then you need to, you're doing a slip. You're overdoing it with the rudder or you're underdoing it or something.
Okay, alright.
Well, the planes are really out of trim. Could be that too. So if you keep the wings level and you find we're gyrating around slowly over time, it's another indicator that you don't have the rudder quite right.
Okay.
So you just want to get used to the picture out there, get used to what that looks like for this speed, when the flaps are up and you're at full power and you're climbing out. This is what 75 looks like, so that's where the nose belongs. So you could just keep it steady out there and not be chasing the airspeed indicator. So while we're climbing, let's slow it down to 70.
Alright.
So try to find the pitch that gives you 70.
Alright.
So that's a pretty radical change in pitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's going to be slower than 70.
Yeah, we're going to actually 60 now.
So if you remember where you started with, you could box it in. What I'm saying, you could find the right pitch quickly. If you don't remember, then it's like you're a goldfish and you have to rediscover every few minutes. I think your seat cranks up too.
I believe it actually.
This becomes a lot easier if you can see the cowling.
Okay.
So you should crank it up if you can't see the cowling the way that you're sitting. It's just going to be easier on you. If you're using this in the horizon, this changes with every millimeter of height change. Okay? The cowling not so much. It's further away.
I can see it a little better now actually.
You can just see just part of it. Directly in front of you. That's where you want to look, not the top part. Because that's going to look different on left and right turn. Okay, here we are in at 3,500. That's good enough. We're going to level off. So let's leave the power up. So let's start lowering the nose down. And let's lower it down at a rate that keeps us from climbing anymore. See, all that extra energy beyond what it takes to fly level, it needs to go into accelerating the aircraft. So if you freeze, we'll start climbing again with the extra energy. If you keep it moving down, that power will go into accelerating the airplane. Eventually we'll get up to cruise speed. It's pretty close. Now we can reduce the power. And the last step is trim the plane. So it wants to be here. Okay. Up until then, just fly it. Just fly the plane. Okay. Don't fly the plane with the trim. That's a work saver. It's not a primary flight control. Okay. So we're going to try to fly level now. So you need to look in here and look at your altitude and how fast it's changing. As one unit. How high are we? How fast is it changing? So we're high and we're just getting higher. So we need to look outside, pick a new lower pitch. And there may not be much point in retrimming because we're going downhill now, accelerating.
Yeah.
So you'll be trimming for a higher speed.
Yeah.
When you level off, next thing you know, you'll be going slower than that speed. Then you'll be retrimming. So just fly the plane. And then when you're doing something steady and you're getting tired of flying the plane, trim the plane so you don't have to hold it. You should trim the plane. I'm not saying it's like for lazy people.
Yeah, I understand.
I bet.
Kind of like cruise control.
You know, anytime you're not actually looking and thinking, well, until you get, until it becomes automatic, thinking about pitch, you're going to be deviating if you're not doing that. Okay, you're going to be, thinking about this or looking at something. You have to learn to leave it alone unless you're looking at it, what you're controlling. Okay. So we're flying level. We're a little high, but that's okay.
Okay. We'll
just take this as our new altitude. Okay.
All right.
So again, just look, memorize, establish. The pitch. That is allowing us to do this. Get it trimmed. If it's not already, you should be able to let go. Nothing happened. Okay. So you're pretty familiar with the trim. You got that.
Josh talked about it. We worked on last time.
You hold an altitude, a pitch. I'm sorry. You hold a pitch and you get rid of the pressure. Right. So like if you hold this pitch, it shouldn't matter what I do with the trim. Nothing's going to happen to the pitch. Nothing's going to happen to the pitch.
Sorry.
You didn't get the exercise. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So
I'm ready now.
This is how you trim. I mean, you're flying the plane. You're holding a pitch. You're flying the speed, and you're getting rid of this. So it doesn't matter that it's there. It's not. It's forward. It's back. Nothing happens with pitch. You're compensating. You're controlling it. Now I can't get rid of it. You have to fix it.
Okay.
Put it back to
down tower. Cessna 4838 X-ray.
If I can't feel it, I can't adjust it. Right.
In the pattern.
Must I'm flying.
Cessna 4838 X-ray, Morgantown Tower, make closed traffic.
All right, how about a left turn?
To be in the tower each time.
Let's do a left 180 to a heading of east.
Takeoff.
All right.
So let's look for airplanes.
Towards the tower of beam each time left traffic.
Everything's good?
Statistically, mid-air is like a once in a lifetime. It's usually right at the very end, though. So you don't want to use it up. Save it for another day. And look for those airplanes.
Totally understand.
So when you do the turn, you do need to pull, but apparently not that much. Okay, so I mean that's the learning process. You kind of basically, if you're looking at pitch directly in front of you, when you make a medium to shallow turn, it doesn't take a whole lot more pitch increase. It might look like it if you're looking across the plane, but you certainly don't let the nose drop when you start to do a turn. So that'll be your. Let's level off on. This is good. So let's do another one. But let's turn steeper, so the problem with pitch is more pronounced. Okay, so we'll go to the right. We'll go all the way around till we're pointed east again. So roll it over. Let's go on to, see, there's 30. 20, 30. 45 is halfway between these two. So that's fairly steep, and you are going to have to start pulling pretty hard to keep the nose from dropping. So try to look at the angle out here. Try to establish a 45. So you don't have to look in so much. To keep it at 45. Look here. Glance in. Altitude high. Getting higher. Lower down a little bit. Try to find that attitude that makes it work. So now we're high, but we're going down. So maybe it's good for a little bit. Let it descend to the altitude you want, and bring it back up. So it's all in the pitch control, which is our measure of angle of attack. Which is everything to the airplane. Okay, let's roll out and roll right into one to the left. Don't forget about that rudder. I want to feel the rudder.
I need a little bit of work with the rudder. Just a little bit of kind of understanding how it works.
You read about adverse yaw, right, and why you need the rudder? Okay. You're causing asymmetrical drag on the wing. So you're countering that with the forces of the rudder.
Okay. So you're going to do opposite rudder with it?
All the way around to steepen it up to 45.
Okay.
Don't let the nose drop like it's going to want to.
Okay.
And you can probably see what I mean about looking at the cowling. If you look right in front of you, it looks the same either way.
Yeah.
Okay? If you draw a line from that point vertically.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the far side, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference. And roll out, wings level.
Alright.
Okay, just a quick demonstration
Okay.
of adverse yaw, okay?
Alright.
I'll use the ailerons, I'm not going to use any rudder.
Okay.
Okay, left,
Alright.
right,
Alright.
left. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, everything you need to know about using the rudder is out there, you can see it.
Yeah.
When you go left, you don't want the nose to go right.
Yeah.
You need enough left rudder that the rate of motion increases in proportion to the angle of bank.
Alright.
And as you turn back to the right, your rate of motion decreases and stops the moment of wings level.
Okay.
Never goes the other way.
Alright.
Again, starts accelerating back the other way.
Okay.
Once you're established in the bank, you don't need the rudder.
Okay.
It's proportional to the amount of ailerons.
Okay.
Once we're established, we don't have any ailerons. So we don't have any rudder.
Alright. That makes sense.
Now we do have the left turn tendency, the right rudder deal, depending on our airspeed and power. So there might be a right rudder bias.
Okay.
When you're taking off, a left turn might mean less right rudder.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
So, okay.
It makes more sense.
How about this exercise?
Okay.
Dutch rolls, where we keep the nose perfectly aligned.
Okay.
It's not exactly coordinated,
Alrighty.
but it does take coordination to do it.
Okay.
So it's actually overdoing it with the rudder.
Yeah.
But go ahead, try that.
Alright.
Back and forth. And switch. Switch rapidly.
Alright.
Got to keep the nose pointing the same direction.
Okay.
This exercise can help you get your feet and your hands connected.
Yeah.
Cessna 38 X-ray, runway 36, cleared for the option.
Now, don't make yourself sick doing this.
Okay, I'm good.
Just you're not using quite enough right rudder.
Okay.
You see how we?
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, you were doing fairly coordinated turns, but like I said, the Dutch roll was not actually a coordinated maneuver.
Yeah.
Switch over to the left.
Yeah.
Switch. Because when you're going to the right, you're not getting that right rudder in there as fast as you're getting the aileron in.
Okay, so rudder in first, then aileron. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they need to have a balanced forward.
Okay, okay.
More, yeah. More, there you go, there you go. Okay. Now I'm starting to get dizzy, okay. Okay, now we'll just do a series of turns that are coordinated.
Okay.
The ball should always be centered, you should always feel vertical.
Okay.
And just turn like 30 degrees and then just turn back the other way.
Okay.
And you can do this as rapidly as you want, and with practice, you could keep the ball centered or reasonably centered.
Yeah.
So do some of that, just back and forth.
Okay.
Start off shallow, then increase your bank and the rate of the bank.
Okay.
But at the same time, don't let the nose drop like it wants to.
Alright.
You're increasing angle of attack, okay, that increases drag, it starts slowing you down.
Okay.
The airplane's trimmed for a specific speed, so naturally it drops the nose and tries to regain that speed.
Okay.
So while you're doing this and this, you need to be doing that too.
Ready.
Okay, start back. to keep your pitch the same.
Okay.
As you're going left and right.
Okay.
So you got to throw that into the mix. So you're doing the rudder, aileron in, elevator, same time.
Okay.
So it's bank, pull back, relax the bank. You have to push it back in.
Okay.
Or relax the back pressure.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that was...
The best way to think of it is think about the position, not how hard you have to pull or whatever. None of that matters, and it changes anyway.
Yeah.
Depending on your speed and how you're trimmed and what the weight and balance is. So just go with position and maintain a position.
Yeah.
And do whatever you need to do to accomplish it.
Okay.
You're keeping the rudder in.
Okay.
We gotta get the rudder. You can think of it as what if there were a mechanical link here?
Okay.
They'd work together, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Your mind is the link.
Okay.
They work together. If you're using ailerons, you need to be using rudder.
Okay.
You know, practice will tell you how much.
Yeah.
You know, but they work together.
Yeah.
I mean, just do it. And then evaluate, well, that was good, okay?
Yeah.
You know, I'll do it again. Oh, that wasn't enough.
Okay.
The nose kind of went the other way.
Okay.
You know, you could overdo it as well.
Yeah.
So just do it and then say, okay, that was too much, a little. And gradually you get better at it.
Okay. All right.
So just do some more turns left and right.
Alrighty.
Just to try to get that aileron rudder connection. And if you can, at the same time, keep the pitch.
Okay.
About where it is.
Alright.
Okay?
Alright.
Don't worry about the altitude so much, but just don't let it pitch way down, because that changes your airspeed.
Yeah.
That changes everything. Now go back the other way.
Alright.
That's good. Good with the pitch. It's good.
Alright. Turn it back.
And then back the other way. Basically, as soon as you've reached your maximum bank, hold it for a second or two, and then reverse.
Okay. Alright.
And keep looking for airplanes, too.
Yeah.
Back the other way.
Okay.
Now, if you change the rate that you're rolling, you're changing how much rudder you need as well. So, you know, try to be consistent in your roll rate, and you'll be more consistent with your rudder.
Okay.
But they are proportional. If you're rolling twice as fast, you need twice as much rudder. See the nose dropping?
Yeah. Okay.
That's Uniontown.
That's Uniontown, is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
There's an airport, Connellsville, about 10 miles up there.
Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, wasn't too bad. Go back left.
And back the other way.
Okay.
It feels right. I don't feel any sideways.
Yeah.
When I'm looking out there, just as the wings reached level, our motion left to right stopped.
Yeah.
So I know it had to be coordinated,
Okay.
without even looking.
Yeah, okay.
Without feeling it, you could see it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Oh.
Now we might have to go on to something else because I'm starting to you know how it is if you're not driving. I think it's the same for flying. If you're not flying.
Yeah.
Morgantown, X-rays, down on the mountain.
That's getting much better.
So it's the 38 X-ray, runway 36, cleared for the option.
Good. You're doing it very well there. Coordinated. You're keeping the pitch up there too.
Do a couple more?
Yeah, do a couple more.
Alright.
Maybe increase the rate of roll so you have to use more rudder.
Okay.
So you're keeping let the nose drop.
Yeah.
Right? Now you didn't command to the drop, but that's what it does.
Okay.
With this, the more you roll over, it tries to maintain your speed.
Okay.
It access that by going downhill.
Okay.
Pittsburgh Jet 80, Morgantown, runway 36, taxi via Alpha.
No, you didn't tell it not to.
0208, altimeter 3014.
You didn't tell it not to take a dive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh Jet 80, 36 is the other way.
So even though we were banked to the right,
Yeah.
we're rolling to the left, so it's going to be left rudder, left aileron.
Okay.
We are currently banked.
Right.
The airplane doesn't really know its position, and it only knows the changes and what we're doing.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
doesn't really know where down is.
Okay.
You can find down to save its life.
Yeah.
Although if you cut the power, eventually you'll be down. So okay, let's turn down the valley there.
Okay.
Let's go over slow flight.
Okay.
Okay, so basic concepts. This is not really, should not be thought of as an altitude control, although we do use it that way.
Yeah.
It's a speed control,
Yeah.
right? This is speed. We can go slow.
Yeah.
We can go any speed we want. Or we can go fast. First, our altitude is just going up and down as well.
Yeah.
So when we practice slow flight, the idea is to control your speed and your altitude.
Yeah.
Okay? So, but what we're going to do is, we'll just keep in mind that this is speed, and power is our altitude adjuster.
Okay.
Okay?
Alright.
So, say we want to slow down in level flight.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
But I just showed you we can do that easily just by pulling back.
Yeah.
But we also want to fly at 4,500.
Yeah.
So we can't just pull back, we'll climb.
Yeah.
So that's where we reduce power.
Okay.
Okay. If we reduce power and we do nothing else,
It will go down.
the airplane's trying to fly that speed,
Yeah.
so it starts down. Okay. So that doesn't quite work either.
Yeah.
So there's a little hand flying involved here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to reduce power, but instead of letting the plane do what it wants to do, fly that speed and descend, we're going to make it fly a slower speed.
Okay.
We're going to do it just the right rate. That we don't climb, we don't descend.
Alright.
We pull back, looking outside, the horizon, the ceiling, and inching up slowly, trading off airspeed for altitude. Just the right rate, we won't descend.
Yeah.
When we hit our minimum speed, which I've actually already passed what I wanted to go to,
Yeah.
because it's hard to do all this fast enough to talk about.
Yeah.
I can reduce the power less
Okay.
and make it happen slower.
Alright.
So when we hit our minimum speed, I want to stop raising the nose.
Yeah.
Okay? But if I stop raising the nose, I'll start descending.
Yeah.
But not if I add the right amount of power.
Yeah, okay.
So when you hit your speed, stop, add enough power to maintain your altitude.
Okay.
And we have the pitch, we have the power. The only thing we're doing is sitting here holding about 3 pounds, 4 pounds. So I'll get rid of that to make it easy.
Okay.
Right, but up until then, I need to be aware of pitch so I can hold it.
Yeah.
Or if I look down here for an instant, I'll, the low nose will go down or it'll go up. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. We're slow. Of course, I've screwed it up because I'm talking so much. I put in too much power.
Okay.
So apparently the right number is somewhere around 2,000.
Yeah.
So when you do it, you can put it to 2,000.
Okay.
So. And it'll change depending on the load, the altitude, whatever. So you kind of find it. So we basically managed to slow down in level flight.
Yeah.
This is something you do every time you come into land.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite that slow, but.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to go back to cruise speed.
Okay.
We need to add power.
Okay.
And again, if we did nothing else, airplanes start climbing, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing the opposite process of slowly decreasing pitch. If you'll remember, that's exactly what we did when we leveled off. So pushing the nose down.
Okay.
Now,
trim out.
I'm really pushing because we trimmed it for a very slow speed. So, if you can hold it, trim some of it away. But don't worry about getting it perfect until you get up to speed.
Yeah.
Reduce your power.
Briscoe 80, maintain 6,000 now, fly runway heading.
Trim should be the last thing you do.
Cleared for takeoff.
6,000
Okay.
runway heading, runway 3.
Let's run through it.
Alright.
We're at cruise speed, straight level. We want to slow down to straight levels.
Alrighty.
So carb heat on, reduce power to like 18. Power back. Look outside. The nose inching up, but very slowly. You can glance in here and see how you're doing.
Yeah.
We're doing that a little bit too fast.
Okay. Alright.
But look outside again. Don't let it go down.
Alright.
Keep it going up. I told you to use a little higher power. So what would happen?
Yeah.
You know, you were good.
Alright.
So it would happen slower, right?
Okay.
Once you get used to it, you could slow down faster by reducing power.
Okay.
So we keep inching up. So we just say when we hit 60.
Helicopter 130.
Look at the angle of attack picture, the horizon, the counting freeze.
Yeah.
We'll be ready for departure.
You gotta make note where it is so you could keep it there.
Yeah.
And don't let it change. Put it back there.
Hotel November.
It changes.
Roger. Taxi to
Now,
the parallel taxi.
the idea is to add power
and
so we don't send, but apparently
go north with the left turn south.
there's enough power.
Yeah.
Runway
For this speed, this is enough power to fly level.
Okay.
So the power is set.
3014.
Okay. And now you can trim.
Okay.
Roger that, so we'll depart to the north of the left turn out.
Don't let it move around.
Nope.
Keep it there, trim away the pressure. Switch, when you get close, switch to 2 fingers.
Okay.
So you can feel it better.
Okay.
You got a death grip, you can't really feel a few ounces, right? And you can test it by letting go. Nothing should happen. Stay there.
Yeah, just about there now.
Okay. So there you go. We slowed down.
Yeah.
Level flight.
There we go.
30 Hotel.
While we're slow, let's just do a few turns. Left like 4.
Alright.
Feel the difference in the controls.
150, about 2
Takes
miles
a lot more
west of
aileron and a lot more rudder to get the same rate of.
Yeah.
And you don't want to make steep turns.
Okay. Alright.
You know, stall speed goes up.
Okay.
Your bank. So we're already close to stall speed.
Yeah.
So we don't want it to go up a whole lot.
Okay.
That's the 38 X-ray.
We couldn't do a 60-degree turn
Yeah.
without going down, you know, without accelerating.
38 X-ray, understand. Clear to land runway 36.
Without accelerating down, I should say.
Yeah.
Gotta keep your pitch about the same, or you're gonna start speeding up.
Okay.
Right. Now, if you do more than even a shallow bank, you're gonna have to actually add power in order to keep your altitude and your speed the same.
Okay.
So notice it takes a little more power.
Yeah.
It takes more movements with the rudder and aileron, right?
Yeah.
Don't bank too steep.
Okay.
Hotel November, that's Cessna traffic's turning a left base about 2 southwest of the airport.
We have Miss
Okay, let's level the wings again.
Okay.
And let's go back to cruise speed.
Alright.
So we're going to go to full power, RP, full power, lower the nose down.
Alright.
We're doing the acceleration process.
Yeah.
And just fly it. If it gets too much to hold,
Yeah. Just a little bit.
look at your pitch, keep it moving downward, inching down. It should be going lower and lower at a steady rate, right, as our speed increases.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lower and lower angle of attack in order to provide the same lift.
Helicopter Hotel November.
Because our speed is higher.
Yeah.
Change approval.
So it keeps going down, inching down. Okay, now power.
Back up.
Not pushing real hard, so I don't want to just let go.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then trim.
Alright, ready?
I was doing a lot of the work here.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to understand the pitch thing.
Okay.
It's steady. It's not really incremental.
Yeah.
It's steadily, slow, steady, down, down. Then trim, and then we're back.
Okay.
That gets you up to speed shortest amount of time.
Yeah.
And once you're up to speed, you trim.
Yeah.
Okay, you trim for a certain speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So all the trimming you do before that is kind of a waste.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to do it again anyway.
Yeah.
The only reason you do it is, like I said, if it's just too much. Some airplanes, it is too much.
Okay.
You really, I mean, you'd be sitting here like this with your arm jammed up against the door or something.
Tower,
There's no sense in that. That could get dangerous.
Yeah.
Surrey's 4063.
Those airplanes have trim, electric trim in.
Oh, okay.
Do it with your thumb.
Yeah.
Altimeter 3013, clear to land runway 36.
Clear line,
Okay.
36, 4063.
Let's point at that old power station there, which I think is turned off now. Not sure why one of the cooling towers is still operational. And we're at 5,000 feet now, but I want to stay at 5,000 and do 360-degree turns.
Okay.
Go around twice.
Alright.
And stop facing the power station.
Alright.
So pick a direction and go.
Alright.
I want you to go around at about 45 degrees.
Okay.
So you are going to have to keep that nose from dropping. Look outside.
Yeah.
It's sliding down.
Okay.
Cessna 38 X-ray, left on Bravo, left on
It doesn't
Alpha,
take
taxi
much.
to parking.
Any rudder, once you're established, you
Yeah.
hang, right?
Parking 38 X-ray.
So you're just going to have to hold that. I mean, you could trim it, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't think that teaches you anything useful.
Yeah.
So just hold it. It's not that long, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can use that power station. That's good.
Alright.
So let's level off. That's the one just north of Morgantown.
Oh, okay. Alright.
You go there and go south, you'll go right to the runway, 5 miles away.
Okay.
Okay, well, that was just one, but that's okay. Let's go around to the right
Okay.
and concentrate on not letting the pitch
Yeah.
get out of whack. Don't pull back too much. Don't pull back not enough. Roll over to 45
Okay.
and add just a touch of power.
Okay.
That'll help with that pressure.
Alright. Alright. Oh, too much. Too much.
You hear the airspeed picking up?
Yeah.
Feel it in your ear?
Yeah. Oh.
See it there?
Alright.
Kind of level the wings.
Yeah, I got that one too deep. There's too steep on that one.
And don't just pull. Level the wing.
Okay. Alright.
Otherwise, you're pulling a lot of G's.
Yeah, okay.
You have the G-force for the bank plus the acceleration up.
Alright, where is that power station?
Surrey's 4063, left turn at the end, taxi to parking.
So, of course, as you roll out, you got to relax that back pressure.
Yeah.
And again, if you're just thinking position, that's automatic. You're not
Yeah.
thinking about, oh, I need to pull less.
Yeah.
Really, all you need to do is keep the pitch where it was the whole way around. Do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Try to keep it simple, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you pull here, push there, or whatever, but really what you're ultimately doing is controlling your pitch.
Yeah.
So let's try another one to the left.
Okay.
Note your altitude,
Yeah.
so we know where we want to stay.
Okay. Alright.
And just roll into one to the right when you get to that other power station.
Alright.
So we're pulling up a little bit too much there.
Okay.
So when you start the turn, you need to note the altitude,
Yeah.
and then you need to take action to get back to it when
Yeah.
you deviate, okay?
Okay.
Don't accept any deviation.
Okay.
You know, start fixing it. You don't have to be in a big rush, take a dive or take it up or whatever, but we should always be moving towards the right direction or exactly on.
Alrighty.
That's good. We'll stop on this heading.
Okay.
That was good.
Okay.
came out because it didn't. You kept that same back pressure, and as we started rolling out,
you got to push it in when you start rolling it. Okay. All right.
So if you were looking at the pitch, you would have seen it coming up, and would have had to realize the back pressure to keep it down. So, okay. That's good. What else do today? How about we do the power off stall? Stalling the wings with little power in the engine.
Okay.
So basically, let me just demonstrate.
All right.
Basically, we're just going to do slow flight again.
All right.
And we reduce power because I don't want to slow it down from this speed to minimal speed.
Yeah.
Because it will be end up 500 feet higher than we are now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do slow flight first. So reduce the power. Or we don't reduce the power. I'm trading pitch. I'm actually going to trim it until it gets reasonable, but I'm going to hold the last part of it.
Alright.
The only thing is I'm not going to add power now.
Okay.
Okay. Reduce power to 0. I want to keep increasing angle of attack. Look at the airspeed indicator.
Yeah.
This is all the way back. I'm at the top. It's kind of stalling and recovering.
Alright.
I'm using just the rudder. Okay. So it's kind of like porpoising a little bit. Stalling, recovering, picks up a little speed. It's unstalled again. Now, normally you don't have to do this, so I just want to demonstrate it's not going to fall out of the sky or go into a spin unless you want to. So anyway, to recover, all I need to do is relax, right? Just reduce the angle of attack, and immediately, okay, like now, it's unstalled. So we're still going slow. But when we practice these things, it's not a problem to stall up here. There's nothing can happen. So we practice with the idea we're stalling near the ground. That's another matter because we're going down at 500 feet per minute. Right. So if you were near the ground and you stalled, you need to do the whole procedure. So you do need to relax the back pressure. You can't have full aft elevator and not get it unstalled.
Okay.
So we have to relax, but not by much. Then we start adding power. Immediately start pitching up. We don't want to stall again, but we don't want to waste a lot of energy going fast, especially when we're near the ground. If you are going to hit the ground, you don't want to be at a fast speed.
Exactly.
You want to be as slow as possible. So we let the plane accelerate to VX. The best angle of climb speed. And then all the extra power goes into getting away from the ground. We're going slow. We do hit the ground. It's our best chance for survival anyway. So now we're getting away from the ground, and the exercise is over. So power back. Back to cruise. So do it again, and I'll just work with you on it. So we're going to reduce power, so we turn on the car beat first. And then power back. You can go back to like 17 or so. First, we'll be thinking of it as slow flight, right? We're trading airspeed for altitude, and basically we're there already because we didn't let the plane accelerate. Okay, so now remove the rest of the power. Okay. Now just slowly, continuously bring it back to full aft. You'll stop. Okay, now relax just a little bit. Add power. You do it. Add power.
All the way?
And then start pitching up, but not too fast. We don't want to accelerate at all. And we don't want to go fast, but we do need to get that nose over. There's an in-between that works. If you pull it up too fast, that's the acceleration, that raises stall speed. You could very well stall again at a higher speed than you did the first time. Because you were pulling G's, right? So we don't want to be, pulling G's. Okay, so we're safe.
Level back off.
Do a level off. Reduce power. Retrim. So as you can see, nothing bad happened. Now when we're stalled, we don't want the airplane to be yawing. Bad things can happen. You could do a spin. A spin is where one wing gets stalled a little more.
Yeah.
The other wing actually gets unstalled or stalled less.
Okay.
So one wing is producing a lot more lift than the other.
Yeah.
It's flying around the other one.
Yeah.
Like that. You do like a turn every second and a half.
Oh, okay.
So, very exciting. And the injury has you almost rolling over.
Yeah.
So it's kind of exciting. They are fun to do. But you definitely don't want to get into it. So I did the full stall, like for a check ride or something.
Okay.
They're not even recommending. I mean, I always teach you this way, and I want you to do it this way at least when I'm in the plane.
Yeah.
But the FAA is happy if as soon as the horn comes on, first indication of a stall is the stall warning horn.
Oh, okay.
Even though we're nowhere near stall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an indication of stall. So exercise over, relax a little bit, add power.
Yeah.
In that case, you don't even have to relax a little bit. You can just add power.
Yeah.
And go back to your VX. But if you're stalled because you have full aft elevator, you have to reduce the angle of attack.
Okay.
Or nothing else you do is going to get you unstalled.
Alright.
Okay? You just make it worse if you want the full power.
Yeah.
Okay? So no matter what, even if the ground is rushing up at you, you have to relax the back pressure, decrease angle of attack, get the wing unstalled, so you can start flying away.
Yeah.
Okay? So, I mean, there's up here you wouldn't see that.
Yeah.
But in a real situation, you have to understand that.
Yeah.
So you could overcome the impulse to pull away from the ground.
Yeah.
And that's not what you need to do.
Alright, yeah.
That'll kill you. Okay. You want to do one more?
Yep, sure.
I think we're getting higher and higher.
We are.
We're getting colder and colder. Okay. So maybe we'll go down to slow flight.
Okay.
And then we'll fly a little slow flight until we get lower.
Okay.
We'll do slow flight without adding the power.
Okay.
Then we get a little lower. Then we can do the stall, recover, and then maybe head back to the airport. So let's slow it down to. Don't worry about altitude. Just slow it down to 60.
Alright.
I want you to fly 60. So remember, this is airspeed, right? So
Yeah.
you need to find the pitch that gives you 60. Right. So just pull.
Well.
Don't just pull, but
Yeah. Alright.
Start picking attitude.
Okay.
Find the one that gives you 60.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Let's turn around towards a heading of about 220 or so.
Okay.
While we're doing it.
Alright.
So keep messing with pitch and get it, find 60 and trim for 60.
Okay. You say 220?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's about it.
I'm fine.
If we're going back, we may as well be going back in the right direction now and save a little time, right?
Yeah.
So this is a little fast, so we need a little higher pitch.
Yeah.
Not much, just look, you got a reference.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a reference, before you don't have one.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get better at this if you don't know where you were to start with.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is it, right? That picture where you want to hold it, so trim it. So if I wanted you to go 70, you could knock it down a notch and.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay, you got a stable 60. And always be as precise as you can.
Yeah.
And don't accept any deviation.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get your brain set up in an automatic mode.
Yeah.
To where you don't have to think about fixing it all the time. Okay. You're just going to have to work at it until that happens to you. So if you're a knot fast, I want you to make a tiny, tiny correction to fix it. If you're a degree off heading, bank, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to get to where you don't even remember looking at the DG.
Yeah.
You're still making that 1 degree change to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
That's where you want to be at. So you have to work at it till you get there. Okay. So let's slow it down to 55.
Okay.
Let's see what 55 looks like with little power.
All right.
We haven't really messed with flaps yet either.
No.
There's not much change, just tiny change, right?
Yeah.
Let's go back to 60.
All right.
So we were trimmed for 60. So once it gets to 60, It ought to stay at that position.
Oh, nope, it didn't.
Well, it was, we weren't at 60. I mean, you kind of let it go.
Oh,
it was trying to get to 60.
Okay.
It doesn't know to stop there.
Okay.
It'll just do that.
I understand that.
Fugoid oscillation. Eventually, it would be there.
Yeah.
But you need to apply the parts of that it doesn't have.
Okay.
It's purely mechanical. So let's see what 10 degrees of flaps does.
Okay.
Let's keep our speed the same. See, changing the flaps is going to change your trim.
Yeah.
See, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see where it wants to go.
Okay.
It changes the trim, but not by a whole lot. It looks like it slowed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless you're pulling.
Yeah.
So if you were trimmed for 60 and you had flaps, now you're trimmed for 55.
Yeah.
Okay, so messing with the flaps does change your trim speed a little bit. And also the pitch attitude is lower than it was before. Right?
Yeah.
Let's go to full flaps in this plane.
Okay.
It's been modified here so you can't use actual full flaps. So let's go the same speed. Let's go 60 again.
Okay.
And again, it's probably not trimmed now, right?
No.
Can you see how much lower that is?
Yeah.
You'll see that when you're in the pattern practicing landing.
Yeah.
Every time you add flaps, there's a new lower pitch to keep your speed where it was. So you'll get to where when you add flaps, you'll just lower the nose.
Yeah.
But why wait for it to happen and then slow down and So you get used to that sort of thing. So that's a lot lower. There's a lot of drag.
Yeah, you can actually feel it.
Okay. So we'll practice the stall now. We're getting close to the minimum altitude.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and practice it with full flaps.
Morgantown, you're clear to the
Let's just fly level here. I want you to pitch back. I'm pulling back.
You got it. Okay.
We're going to do the stall. Here on the throttle.
121.15. 5266.
Okay, that's all it's going to do. Full power. And get rid of the drag. Half the flaps right away.
Yeah.
And then as we get flying speed, the rest of the flaps.
Okay.
And then don't let it go fast.
Yeah.
Convert. Right rudder, going slow, a lot of power. Okay, all those right turn or left turn tendencies are in the right rudder.
Okay.
Come into play as soon as you throw in the throttle.
Yeah.
Okay, they're there. Just like takeoff.
Alright.
So you need enough rudder to keep that. That's the takeoff power setting. If you're takeoff rotation speed. Okay. So you feel that now. That's what you need every time you take off.
Okay.
I mean, we're clean. We're full power. We're about VX. And this is how much rudder. Might be overdoing it just a little bit. But it's a fair amount. If you go to turn left, kind of relax. Let off the right rudder.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Sorry.
So if you're in a pattern and you go left with left rudder, you're not coordinating.
Okay.
Just something to get used to. Okay. So we stalled with flaps. The difference being you still relax, you still go to full power, start accelerating, but you also want to get rid of half of that drag. Right now, you can leave that 10 degrees, which you want to get rid of as your speed increases. You don't want to, you could be below stall speed still without flaps. So if you get rid of flaps, then you'll be back at a low stall speed. You're stalling again. So we can't get rid of all the flaps immediately. In this plane, it's got electric flaps. They don't go up in an instant. You probably could just slap it up. And that time that's built in is probably more than enough. But you should still be thinking about what's happening aerodynamically. What's happening to stall speed when the flaps go up. Okay. So let's head over that way. The Cheat Lake Dam is it's about 11 o'clock right now. That's kind of my marker. You can't really get quite that close without calling them. Class D airspace, so we have to talk to them before we get there. So we're already tuned in. They're loud enough. Let's go ahead and we'll level off here. And reduce the power, trim, and then maybe you can start a gradual descent. Trim it for a slightly higher airspeed. So that we have like 300 or 400 feet per minute down. And we'll just kind of descend as we go that way. And we need to call tower again.
Okay.
Who we are, where we are, and what we want. Okay, so who we are, where we are is about roughly 9 miles northeast. Okay. And what we want is we're inbound for landing.
Okay.
They'll come back and tell you where to report, or they might even say cleared if there's nothing else going on.
Okay.
Probably they'll tell you to report left base or report final or right downwind for 3-6 or whatever.
Okay.
So just repeat that back to them.
Alright.
Okay.
Working on tower, November 7-3 Whiskey Papa, 9 miles northeast, want to land.
Skyhawk 7-3 Whiskey Pop, Morgantown Tower, runway 36. Wind 040 at 7, slightly variable. Altimeter 3012, report right downwind, runway 36.
Report right downwind 36.
Report right down 36.
So, you know the names of the various...
Yeah.
Okay. Right downwind, right refers to right turns.
Okay.
Not left or right.
Okay.
And that would depend on where you're coming from. But
yeah.
So it means right turns. If we're going to make a right turn and land to the north,
okay.
That means we're going to be on this side of the runway. We're going to be making right turns, come back around and land the same way we took off.
Okay.
Okay. So that's where we're aiming for. We want to just fly towards the airport exactly for now, and then we'll turn on the right down, and that's when they want to hear from us.
Okay.
So let's try to adjust our rate of descent.
Okay.
And try to get things to work out so we arrive there at about 2,100 feet.
Okay.
Okay. So just kind of, I don't know, guess it, try to make it work out.
Okay.
As you descend, the engine actually picks up power.
Yeah.
So your rate of descent decreases unless you kind of make adjustments.
Okay.
Periodically.
Okay.
Same thing with the mixture. Although I believe the mixture itself, the ratio, would remain the same.
Yeah.
Unless you change the throttle setting.
Okay.
I think it might change with altitude as well, because the air is changing.
Yeah.
It's getting thicker as we go down, thinner as we go up. So, if you do lean out, you probably need to recheck it.
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't have a good way to set the mixture.
Yeah.
But we can see peak mixture. When we go past that, we start losing power. We can see that.
Yeah.
RPMs drop off. So that's really the only way we have to lean it is to lean slowly until we see the power starting to drop.
Okay.
We know at that point that we've actually gone too far.
Yeah.
Okay, that's on the peak, the lean side of peak.
Okay.
We want to be on the rich side of peak.
Okay.
It's cooler
okay.
for the cylinders.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that point, all you know is you need to richen it up some. How much? I really don't have a good way to measure it.
Yeah, okay.
We can't measure cylinder head temperature and be real precise about it. So I pull it out, lean it out, I see that drop, and I put it in, an eighth of an inch.
Yeah.
So we have another 1,000 feet to go.
Yeah.
We're probably going at a rate that's a little bit too much. Just, I don't know if you can kind of see where we're headed. The place that we're headed is staying in the same spot.
Yeah.
Closer things are passing underneath.
Yeah.
Higher things are getting higher in the windshield.
Yeah.
Close to them.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see. If our power were to quit right now, I don't think we could make it to the runway. We'd have to land somewhere else.
Okay.
In no wind conditions, without power, you've got a certain glide ratio. So there's this cone about you of places that you reach.
Yeah.
At a certain angle down.
Okay.
So, when we do emergency procedures next time, you'll be able to see that.
Okay.
See that, we're going towards that field. We can't make that one. We're passing over these. That one's staying the same. The rest of those are getting higher.
Okay.
Those are not options. Everything that's less than your glide is an option.
Yeah. This is the lake right here, right?
Yeah, the sheet lake all frozen over.
Yeah.
So let's keep it descending.
Okay, alright.
So we get down. Power a little bit. The Fort Barton Power Station, that's the one that's due north of the runway. That's Longview over there. That's a more modern coal plant.
Yeah.
So this is about right. Let's go ahead and parallel the runway on this side.
Okay.
And technically, we're on the right downwind.
Okay.
At this point.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and call now if you wanted to.
Okay.
But we're high.
Okay.
So we need to get on down.
Okay.
So you can go ahead. You can call the tower. Tell them you're on the right downwind for a 3-6, and they'll probably give you a clearance to land.
Okay. Morgantown Tower, November 73 Whiskey Papa, right downwind 36.
Skyhawk 73 Whiskey Pop, runway 36, clear to land.
Clear to land 36.
Good. So we'll just keep descending.
Okay.
Down to 21, level off. Hopefully that'll happen before we start for the landing procedures.
Okay.
So sometime before we produce power for the land, we want to run through a checklist.
Okay.
Single pilot, you know, if you can get that out, I mean, that's good, but I just want to go over just a mental, verbal checklist.
Okay.
That, you know, the gas is on, the tank is on, so mixture rich, carb heat.
Okay.
We don't want to use it just yet.
Yeah.
Just check that position.
Alright.
Okay, so we have a basic setup.
Yep.
So let's level off.
Alrighty.
This worked out pretty good, right? Try to normalize things the same way as much as possible so it becomes more predictable to you.
Yeah, okay.
The fewer things you change, the less.
Okay.
So we're coming in at a low cruise setting. We're 2100.
Okay.
So midfield, gas on, mixture rich, carb heat, we'll turn it on.
Okay.
We're going to reduce the power shortly.
Alright.
Probably a little bit on the close side.
Yeah.
About a little bit. So when we're a beam, our point of intended landing, which our aim point, 3-6, threshold, power back. Okay. And I'm pulling back.
Alright.
I'm doing slow flight.
Alright, yeah.
Power back to about 15.
Okay.
First notch of flaps.
Alright.
Slow it down to about 70. That's good. And trim. And again, if you're on the controls, I can't trim. So but I want you to be in the controls. That's not what I'm saying.
Alright.
So we're trimmed. And when it's about 45 degrees back to the runway, we're about there.
Alright.
And we turn base leg.
Okay.
And we're high.
Yeah.
So I've gone to full flaps already early.
Okay.
I'm going to reduce the power early because we're high.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue the turn to final.
Okay.
But we want our speed. We don't want our speed to get out of hand.
Yeah. Oop.
Okay.
Alright.
Good. We'll just land a little long.
Okay.
It was my fault. I had you in too close.
Yeah.
I'm used to more. I'm not used to seeing on the side we're supposed to see it on.
Yeah.
So you got to relax on the controls. So just, we're getting lined up with the runway, right?
Yeah.
We want to be traveling down the runway.
Alright.
At some point, we give up on our aim point.
Yeah.
Power's all the way back, full flaps.
Okay.
And we're just trying to approach the ground slowly.
Yeah.
A little wind, so we need to get the ailerons. We're moving in. We're transitioning to a taxi speed.
Airways 4063 Morgantown, runway 36, taxi via Alpha, wind 050 at 7, slightly variable, altimeter 3011.